The written apology from the government dated Friday, 21st April 2023 is intended to reset the relations with the St. Lucia National Trust. The rocky relations between the Alan Chasney-led administration and the St. Lucia National Trust hit rock bottom following the surprised demolition of the old Royal Jail on Upper Bridge Street on the weekend of May 23rd to 24th, 2020. The then government's previous efforts to demolish the Royal Jail from September 7th to 8th, 2018 was blocked by the St. Lucia National Trust. The trust then secured an injunction from the High Court barring the government from proceeding with the planned demolition. With the injunction in hand, the government and the Development Control Authority, along with the St. Lucia National Trust, met at the negotiating table to chart a way forward. The parties successfully reached consensus on a number of issues reflected in the written agreement signed by all. One of the highlights of the agreement called for the St. Lucia National Trust to be consulted at the various stages of the development of the new police headquarters and criminal court. Satisfied that a happy middle ground was reached, the Trust then requested from the High Court that the injunction against the development of the site be rescinded. The government later produced renderings depicting the Royal Jail as part of the new police headquarters and criminal court. Common sense seemed to have prevailed. Then, apparently out of the clear blue sky, on the morning of May 23, 2020, the demolition crew with wrecking equipment rolled onto the site of the Royal Jail. All the key players, ministers of government, the Development Control Authority and the St. Lucia National Trust, seemed to have been caught off guard.
Well, that's for the media to find out. That's not for me to tell you.
The very drawings that the Prime Minister posted on his Facebook page on May the 24th, just a few days ago, show very clearly the intention to incorporate the Royal Jail and the other historic buildings on that site. So how then do you understand that, you using that as a justification, but still you knock down a 200-year-old structure? It is completely inconsistent and shows that the government itself seems to be working against itself. The left hand seems not to know what the right hand is doing.
Within minutes, one of the oldest standing buildings in St. Lucia is reduced to rubble. The agreement between the parties totally ignored. The St. Lucia National Trust sought refuge once again from the courts for what it deemed a clear violation of its agreement with the government that it be consulted on all phases of the development. Fast forward to April 21st, 2023, the Philip J. Pierre administration concedes the demolition of 23rd and 24th May 2020 violated the agreement between the parties. The St. Lucia National Trust, for its part, has withdrawn the matter against the government. The government of St. Lucia has agreed to the formulation of measures before the end of 2023 that would prevent, it says, the recurrence of what it calls the unfortunate set of events of the 23rd and 24th May 2020. Stanley Lucian for the HGS News Force.